We're going to go ahead and get this meeting started. Today is December 16th, Friday, 12:03. This is the East Bay Community Energy Board of Directors adjourned meeting. We have one action item this afternoon. We'll go ahead and start with our roll call.
Okay, great. Alameda County. Alameda County. Albany.
Here.
Berkeley. Can I actually, before I would like to recognize James Chang for 1 minute, because I know that that is the chief of staff for Ben Bartlett. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Oh,
there he is. Great.
Yeah, if you can bring him over to.
Yes.
Why don't we go ahead and we are actively in the meeting, but before you continue on with roll call, clerk, I'd like to go ahead and swear in the vice mayor.
Great. As soon as
Vice
he
Mayor.
is. Right. Great. Welcome.
Okay. Welcome, Vice Mayor. We're going to go ahead and swear you in.
Okay. If you have your oath of office in front of you, or if you could just repeat after me. I, Ben Bartlett.
I, Ben Bartlett.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And that I will and will faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties for which I'm about to enter.
Thank you. You are.
And welcome, Member Bartlett, to EBCE. We're really excited to have you. We're going to get 2 roll call now, and then after roll call, the clerk will read the obligatory Brown Act language, and then we'll move on with the pledge.
Great, thank you. Member Bartlett.
Present.
Dublin. Emeryville.
Here.
Fremont.
Here.
Hayward.
Present.
Livermore. Newark.
Present.
Oakland. Piedmont. Pleasanton.
Present.
Tracy. Tracy. I see that. Yes. Tracy. I'll come back to Tracy. Union City. Community Advisory Committee.
Present.
San Leandro.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Can you come back to Tracy, please?
Tracy. I don't think that
Okay.
Tracy has returned to the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead with the obligatory. Oh, we got him back.
Tracy.
Present.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Go ahead, clerk, with the Brown Act language.
Great, thank you. This Board of Directors meeting is being conducted pursuant to the provisions of the Brown Act to facilitate teleconferencing and to reduce the risk of COVID-19 transmission at public meetings. Ordinarily, the Brown Act sets strict rules for teleconferencing. AB 361 suspends some of those rules during a state of emergency where state and local health officials have recommended social distancing. The Brown Act continues to require that we notice meetings in advance and allow the public to participate. The Board of Directors have met all of the applicable noticing requirements, and the public is welcome to participate in this meeting. If you wish to be recognized during public comment, please fill out a public comment speaker form found at ebce.org/meetings and use the raise hand feature in Zoom. You'll be recognized for 3 minutes. Comments can also be submitted online at ebce.org/meetings. Is that 3 minutes or 2 minutes?
Today it will be 2.
2 minutes. Okay.
Thank you very much. And we'll move on to item 2, and that's the Pledge of Allegiance. Member Marquez, can you please lead us in the pledge?
Yes, thank you, Chair Lopez. If everyone can please join me, and thank you to staff for putting the image of our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Marquez. We'll go ahead and move on to item 3, and that is public comment. This public comment section is for items that are not on the agenda today. So we do have the CEO contract on item 4, so this will not be comment on that. We'll get to that later. We do have members of the public here present today, and if you would like to speak, please raise your virtual hand. We do have a hand raised, and I recognize Blair Beekman, please, for 2 minutes.
Hi, Blair Beekman. Happy Friday to everyone. My Zoom connection may not be so great today. Sorry about that. I just wanted to try my best to offer a few more words from what was taking place at public comment time and our EBCE community process at this time with the instance of Jessica Tovar, who's, I feel she's a very strong, important voice of community advocacy for the future of community energy. She really works for everyone, for low-income people especially, and people of low income. And I think that's an important concept that I tried to state myself in meetings previous that, you know, we do have some long-term goals of what can be the future of community energy, and it's a much more shared process, I think, in the future. And to get to some, you know, distant good future goals, if we just practice, you know, open, accountable practices now, which is what I'm really focused on in my life with technology accountability, how that can help the process of open democracy for our future. There is an important feature of open democracy that we should, I think we're trying to learn to better understand. And we're kind of a mistakes time now within the EBCE, and it's just a matter of working on that and working on our egos and working on trust. And I think Jessica Tovar provides an incredible service for everyday community persons, an incredible voice that shouldn't be rejected or denied. And it's learning how to listen better to that community voice that the next 10 to 15 years can be important for ourselves. Good luck how we do that. And that's building our future, our good future. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker, for your comment. Are there any further comments on non-agendized items? I see no hands raised. Can you confirm that, Clerk?
There are no hands raised for this item.
Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the action item of the day, and that is item 4. That's the CEO's contract amendment. Our presentation will be given by our counsel.
Great. Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the Board of Directors. Welcome to those of you who are new to EBCE. Today, we are proposing an amendment to Nick Chassett's agreement that I believe reflects the intent, actually, of the last amendment that we did and is a clerical fix to bring that his agreement in line with what I believe was the board's intent during the last set of negotiations with Nick. Adrian, would you mind putting up on screen the red line that shows the changes that I'm making to just one section of his employment agreement? I should say the changes I'm proposing with your approval.
And just a quick interruption, I apologize. I just want the record to show that Member Patino is Present. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So we are only proposing changes to one section of Nick's agreement, and that is with respect to retirement benefits. And these are clarifying changes in our last set of negotiations, which was this past July. And this amendment, by the way, would be effective July in order to reflect that intent that from that last set of negotiations. The EBCE agreed to provide a contribution to Nick's retirement accounts. But we neglected to delete the references to matching contributions in the agreement, even though that was discussed as part of those negotiations. So we're making that change to reflect what we negotiated earlier this year. And then I also made a few minor clerical changes because we have multiple retirement accounts offered through EBCE, and I just wanted to make sure that Nick has the ability to use whatever retirement accounts are most expedient for him at the time. So I added some language, which you'll see here with respect to the specifics of the types of retirement accounts. Nick is entitled to use any retirement program that's offered to EBCE employees. And currently the EBCE offers retirement plans under 401A, 457B, and 415M. These are all essentially like a 401k if you're in the private sector, but they are offered to government employees solely. So this is not a PERS contribution. We're not members of PERS. Nick is not a member of PERS. These are not defined pensions. These are simply retirement savings accounts like you would see in the private sector, but with different numbers because they are for government employees. I'm happy to answer any questions about these proposed amendments. Adrian, why don't you put the proposed contract amendment up on the screen now? And that concludes my presentation, but let me know if you have questions.
Thank you.
Will you
Very
scroll
much.
down, Adrian, to show the amendment, or either scroll out or scroll down to show the actual body of the amendment here? Sorry. Okay, that's a little small to read, but hopefully if anyone wants us to scroll in or look at a specific part of it, let me know.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I'll just give everybody a quick minute to take a look at this. All right, does any member have any clarifying questions before we move on to public comment and then discussion? Let's see if I have any hands raised. I don't see any hands raised. Can you confirm that, clerk?
There are no hands raised for this item.
Okay, we'll move on to public comment and I'll have 2 minutes. Let's see if we've got any hands raised. I see no hands raised. Let me give it a couple seconds. Okay, looks like we do not have public comment. Do we have any written comment, clerk?
We have no written comment for this item.
Great, okay, thank you very much. And then we'll move on to discussion of the item. Would anybody like to discuss the item, or I would entertain a motion?
Motion to approve, Madam Chair.
I'll
right.
second it.
Right, it's been moved and seconded.
May I have the names of the first and second?
Bowders moved it.
Narum seconded it.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any, are there any hands raised for any further discussion? I see no
Right.
hands raised. We'll go ahead and go for a roll call vote. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Alameda County,
Yes.
Alameda County? May I confirm Alameda County? Albany.
Yes.
Berkeley,
Yes.
Dublin. Emeryville,
Aye.
Fremont,
Yes.
Hayward,
Aye.
Livermore, Newark,
Aye.
Oakland, Piedmont, Pleasanton,
Aye.
Tracy,
Yes.
Union City.
Aye.
Thank you. San Leandro.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Vote has been, vote is unanimous. We'll go ahead and move on to item 5, and that is board member staff announcements, including request to place items on future board agendas. Would we have any announcements or referrals today? I see no hands raised. I'll go ahead and make a quick announcement. I just want to thank everybody here for the honor and the privilege to serve as your vice chair and now your chair. It has been an amazing journey being with East Bay Community Energy since its inception, even before, even while it was in committee form. I've learned so much, and it has been really a pleasure to work with you. This is an incredibly smart group and very dedicated to the mission, and you have inspired me over the years. So thank you. And today is my last meeting with EBCE. So thank you very much for that. And then we'll move on to item 6, and that is adjournment. And oh, I see a hand raised. Member Marquez.
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to take, can you hear me okay? Yes?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I apologize. I just wanted to take this moment to thank you for your leadership and service. You've been a trailblazer throughout the county, the region, California, with all your assignments, not just for the city of San Leandro, but I know you do national work as well. So I just wanted to thank you, President Lopez, and we wish you all the best. And you know that we will always be able to count on you and collaborate with you in the future. So thank you for your service.
Thank you. I recognize Member Powders.
Thank you. I wish to join Member Marquez in expressing my deep appreciation to you for being a progressive voice in Alameda County for all these years in your roles in San Leandro and beyond. And I always appreciate a person who can run a meeting with a high degree of professionalism and decorum, and hope that we will see you in other capacities in the very near future. So take care and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And I recognize Member Bartlett.
And I too wanted to join the chorus of, I've heard good things about you, and I wish I could serve with you. And I would say to the board as a whole, this is a real joy for me. I was an advocate for the creation of the CCA years ago for quite some time. And then I worked in the field at the California Clean Energy Fund, and I've lectured and helped grow the CCA business model in California and now outside California. And it's been a long time since I've been involved in renewable energy. And so I'm happy to be back, and I look forward to joining the effort.
Thank you, Member Bartlett. You'll be a true asset to the team. You come in with great skills. Thank you for your service. Are there any other hands to be raised? Nope, I see no other hands. So we'll go ahead and move on to item 6, which is the adjournment of the meeting. The next regular board meeting will be held Wednesday, January 18th at 6 o'clock in the next year. Everybody be safe and have a good year-end season. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Karina. Take care.
Thank you.